Novitska Victoria. Breaking the wall of boring education in virology.
Education is about learning how to solve problems, and our professional experience and success depends highly upon how good we solve problems in our field. So let me tell you a story about solving one problem in virology. Virology is a study of tiny bits of genetic information traveling through space-time. But the most interesting thing about viruses is their genetic diversity. When we take us humans, we share genes, we have common genes with all other cellular forms of life. We have common genes with plants, bacteria, and other animals. Viruses differ more. They do not share any single gene among all viruses, and that fact complicates viral classification, education, and research a lot. In fact, International Committee on Taxonomy of Viruses, official resource of information, lists viral families just alphabetically. What does it mean? Imagine you have to learn chemistry without periodic table, just by having an alphabetic list of chemical elements. What would it lead to? It would complicate the thing a lot. It would take much more time, and at the end you will still not know how these different chemical elements are related to each other. The similar problem is now in virology. There are 125,000 of new potential viral genomes to be classified, and by these numbers there are no application in that can be applied in medicine and healthcare. It means it takes years to apply solutions founded in research in medicine and in healthcare. So what can we do about it? How to build the structures that would allow us to provide an overview on the viral world? So first of all, we need to take all the data existing, compare them by each of the parameters, analyze them, and combine them all. And as a result, you will find something that will break the wall of boring education in virology, and that is vTable, the interactive table of viruses containing information about all the characteristics gathered simultaneously. It simplifies learning virology, and it also saves time. In a field like virology, saving time sometimes means saving millions of lives. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Just a quick one. I am by education a chemist. So I think, as far as I remember from the education that I have, there's in classifications in like, it's kind of biology, but there's like common things. Classification usually happen like by DNA viruses, RNA viruses, and there's already different form of structure.
Yeah.
So what's your structure makes it real difference to those what existed already?
It is all the classifications combined. The problem about learning viruses is that you have to learn all of these distinct characteristics for each virus alone. So, for example, you need to learn the classification according to the type of genetic information. We, cellular life, all have genetic information in form of double-stranded DNA, but viruses have at least 7 types of genetic information. And they also differ a lot about how they are single-stranded or double together and are applied simultaneously. So you can find each virus according to one of their characteristics or according to set of the characteristics. If you need to apply it in a research, you search, for example, for a virus of different host and different size, and you can just type it and find the solution, all the known viruses with this particular characteristics.
Thank you for presentation. So far, so I understand that this is already existing product. Yeah, you have this database in a website.
We have alpha version of a website now. Yes.
So what kind of support you are expecting to find in such event like this?
There are two ways how it can be supported. The first way is to provide a better scientific data. So we try to collaborate with senior scientists who are interested in evolutionary virology. And the second part is, of course, financial one, because we need a lot more money to provide a better overview of phylogenetic relationships, because now there is only a draft of it. Thank you.
Thanks for your presentation, and I'd like to ask, how are you going to make the solution viral? I mean, to become implemented in all the high schools around the world?
The solution is, so this alpha version is absolutely free to use, and it means every student can just type in a name of virus or a specific characteristic and search for it, and it will simplify learning, because you don't need to look into several books to find this information. You see it at a glance.